What's up, y'all? Turo Johnson here, and I am scripting out some content, get some inspiration from. Shout out to my boy Brian Mark. He's the one who has me doing these daily videos, and I almost wasn't gonna do this one because it was getting too late, and I need to get to bed because tomorrow's content day. And I wanted to just create this video really quickly because I just got off a conversation with my mentee, and he was saying, "Man, strapped for cash. I don't know what I need to do." And he's like, "If you were me, what would you do if you needed to make $10,000 in the next 7 days?" And through this journey, I gave him like a very simple solution, which was like 3 steps. And when I gave it to him, he was kind of like, "That's it?" And one of the things that I want to kind of portray in this short video is um, we overcomplicate things and overthink things sometimes, which is the number one reason why um, we had that leads to failure sometimes, which is especially online businesses. We overcomplicate these things and they're very simple. Lead gen, conversion conversations, leads to sales and fulfillment, content, right? You do those 5 things, you create content that turns into conversations. Those conversations turn into conversions. Those conversions turns into you having to fulfill for a client. And then you use the feedback from those conversations to feed back into your marketing so that you can have better marketing that makes the sales calls even easier so that you can have more conversions. And then you obviously have to fulfill all the promises to your clients. That's a given, right? So don't be a shitty person and get really good at marketing and don't really learn how to master your craft and do anything, as a side note. But the other thing to that is we overcomplicate things when we just need to do the basics, which is create content. When somebody engages with you, hop in the DMs to have a conversation with them. Try to get them on the phone, have a conversation to convert them, and bring on a client. The other thing is you're going to sell something that's between 2,500 and 10,000 bucks. 4 people, right? Will get you to 10. One person can get you to 10. So you just need to create a bunch of content and have a bunch of conversations. The other thing is having shiny object syndrome, because the other thing that happens to most of us is we self-inflict. We have this toxic trait to create problems for ourselves when we don't have one. And the human brain is crazy, especially for entrepreneurs. It's easy for us to see somebody else doing something, look at the things we have, and then we are now malcontent about where we are because we feel like we're behind. We should be doing more. We should be further ahead, right? We make 10 million bucks. Well, we should have already been to 50 million. Yeah, I'm doing 100K a month, but I should be doing 500K per month. And just because some 17-year-old says it online now, we're like, damn, we feel like we're behind. So what do? We start watching their content. When you watch somebody's content, you are secretly brainwashing yourself to know, like, and trust them. And if they have an offer, you're going to want it. It is inevitable, right? And in knowing that, you know what happens? You start looking at your opportunity and thinking, man, maybe the opportunity that I have is not a great opportunity. It's not as good as this guy's opportunity because he's only selling you on the promises, the pros, and not the cons, and the one good month that they had, right? Everybody that says they made 500K a month, they made 100K a month, they last month or 3 months ago, they made 100K. They don't make it every single month, right? And so now you're having shiny object syndrome and shiny strategy syndrome. Well, why is this important? Because there's an old saying that a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And the grass is always greener where you water it. So if you have something that's already working, and I remember hearing this from Sam Ovens in a mastermind. He said that in 1 month he lost $500,000 because he had his $36 million webinar was working, and they changed it. and in 1 month it cost him $500,000. And what he said was he learned that like when you have something working, it's like you're on an island, and whatever mechanism is working for you is like a pipe of food that's feeding you to a stranded island. And he says, don't fuck with the pipe. And a lot of times that's what we do. We change business models, we change our offer, we change our messaging, we do all these things when it's already working fine. Do you know how hard it is to get a offer to work that prints? It puts you in the 1%. So once it's working, don't touch it. And I've had to do this often because as an entrepreneur, when things start working, man, we just get, we start thinking that everything we touch can turn to gold, which is this hubris that it is magical that you can yap on your camera just like this. People will watch it, they'll get fond of it, and then they'll give you thousands of dollars. But that's not normal. So when it does work for you, that is a gift from God that you can work from your home. You can make tens of millions of dollars by yapping to a camera. And to everybody else, it doesn't even make sense. They don't even know what you do, and they think you're ridiculous. So in the instance that is working, man, it is a rare occasion. So my message to you is, guys, don't believe everything you see on social media. If you finally do get it to work and it works, keep doing it, scale it to the moon until it breaks. Stop having shiny strategy syndrome and shiny object syndrome, and understand that content is the highest form of leverage for multiple reasons. One is because it converts. Two is because the most valuable resource right now is attention. And the reason why I say content converts is because if people watch your content, it's inevitable if they binge your content that they're going to end up liking you because it's something that keeps them watching your content. And then the other form of leverage, besides it draws attention to you, which is the most precious resource right now, it surpassed oil, is that it's code. So it's free labor. With AI and social media, I can create content which is at a high leverage. It turns into conversations. Attention is on there. There's half the human race is on there. So that's high leverage that this video right here is going to go one to many. And then it leverages code, right? Which I don't even have to create it. I get to use this thing for free to make money. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, stick with it, lock in, don't keep switching. Whatever you have is working. Just keep doing it, scale it to the moon. That's it. I'll see you at the top.